This is Odin's Wolf Survival from the sunlit subterranean caverns of Wolfhaven. On the shield table today, we have the Mora No. 1 and No. 2 Classic. You can get these in either stainless or carbon. And I know I got one in carbon and the other I'm not quite sure. They're both carbon, I do believe. I tend to like the carbon. Yep, they're both carbon. They're running in. They're not nearly as inexpensive as they used to be. I think the first one I ever bought was like 12 bucks. But that was when I had to buy one when I was helping Aunt Hannibal with the elephants across the Alps. back a bit. It's been a few decades since I've had one that cheap. And they've been running until here lately still under $20. Now on Amazon they're calling them out for retail price at $45, I think, and $40. Although they have a discount on them, they're running them less expensive. I'll put both of those in the description underneath. But they're a nice little knife for what they are. They're a rat tail tang, so you're not going to be beating them through logs. Well, you shouldn't. You know, there's stupid people everywhere all the time. They're meant for like a camp knife, light knife. You can do, if you plan ahead, you can do most anything you want with these to a degree. And saying that, I've never broken one. And now that I say that, I'll probably break one. Like I said, rat tail tang, they're pinned around. Beach handles, and they're usually red, such as this. A lot of the times I'll take a knife edge or something and scrape all the red off and stain them. That's just me. And then go over the hard sheath with leather and make a leather sheath for it to carry on the belt. This one you can carry on a narrower belt or a button. That's a Scandinavian sort of thing. This is belt loop on the same. And eventually you'll pop those out. So they do make aftermarket leather sheaths for them. I do like them. I've got one on another. So you can see the size difference right there. And this is a brand new one. So, oh yeah, that's about right for a Mora. They come out of the box just evil sharp. Now I might as well shave off some of the hair that's growing back from when I was in the hospital. But you can see they both take hair. They're Scandi grind, which they carve wood well. I use these for kitchen duties, things along all kinds of stuff. They're easy to sharpen. They hold an edge really well, and they'll take an edge really well. And that's why I like the carbon a little better than stainless in most cases. That's what they are. You can see my hands aren't exactly small. And modify the grip a little bit and they fit. They have an oval grip that's tapered. The only thing that would make it a little better is if on the edge side, if they tapered it a little more so you could index it in the dark where the edge is at. Or when you're not looking and you pick it up, that way you'll know which side the edge is on before you go to run your thumb down over the top to cut whatever you want to cut. Especially with this one. I'll usually cut, if I'm carving or cutting whatever, thumb out over the top just because it rides down into my hand a little better. No guard, so be careful with that. These aren't beginner knives at all. They're not safety knives. They're not trainer knives. These are user knives. And Scandinavians have a saying for guards on a knife. And I've heard it from family members also. Guards is basically what it said. You'll hear that in Scandinavian countries. Which, take it how you want it. I don't like guards because a lot of times you can't bring the edge down onto what you're doing. They'll leave a little gap, and this one does just from the swell of the handle. But if you had a guard in there, it would pick it up even more. So you're cutting down the useful edge of what you're doing if you're going to use it for whatever. Just saying. I'm not a huge fan of finger guards and things along that line. It's just not the sort of thing that I'm into. But I've also learned through the course of several decades of scarring my fingers up, cutting them up, doing, you know, whatever. If you're gonna play with knives, expect to be cut. That's just the way it is. And don't whine about it like a little girl when you do cut yourself, because you were the one playing with the knife. So there you have it. This is Odin's Wool Survival. We're here with the Moras again. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. And do have a glorious day.